Thanks for joining me today, John. Tell me a little bit about what you do at Mintago and what Mintago is all about.
Mintago is a company that uses data and predictive intelligence to help B2B marketers find buyers faster. So what we do is we basically start with your existing accounts, and we use a really large data set that we Mintago generate about your customers, and then we run it through your marketing automation system and look for customers or like accounts. And so it's basically predictive marketing meets account-based marketing.
So if I were a marketer, how do I start thinking about predictive from a data perspective? In other words, it's not just saying, hey, we know it's going to happen, but I guess the idea of all this data is helping us determine what's going to happen.
Great question. I think the best way to start thinking about predictive from where Mintago stands is to think about each customer and each of your accounts as having a unique digital DNA. And so by a unique digital DNA, we mean what are the signals out in the marketplace that are common to that customer or that individual. Just like a human DNA, it's unique to that customer or that account. So once you have established what your DNA is of your accounts, then you can do some really interesting things with it from a marketing standpoint.
So give me an example of either the kinds of data that comes in that can layer onto accounts or the kinds of things that, say, a marketer would do with this predictive system added in.
Yes, so predictive intelligence, predictive data examples would be something as simple as just cleaning up your data with things like firmographics and enrichment of your data, which is basic but very integral to get started on any sort of marketing campaigns and segmentation. The more advanced marketing indicators that Mintago can develop for and with customers include things like specific job titles. It could be demographic information like age of the buyers, sex of the buyers, location of the buyers or accounts, and even things that are custom to your business.
You mentioned account-based marketing.
Yes.
That seems to be a buzzword that everybody's talking about lately. Is that something that feels new to you, or is it just another data layer, if you will? What does account-based marketing look like?
Account-based marketing looks like an automation of the account targeting and engagement process for marketers. So in Mintago's case, working with predictive intelligence and account-based marketing is a very natural extension. It's really like a hand-in-glove extension for Mintago, and we're doing that for most of our customers. So an example would be someone like Getty Images that is targeting accounts using Eloqua and Mintago data to cross-sell many of their products.
So when I think about marketing automation, I think about things like lead score. You actually mentioned at the beginning of this conversation about getting people to buy faster. In other words, shortening the sales cycle.
Yes.
So how does an idea like that marry with a lead score? In other words, I guess the idea of having more data, having a more robust lead score gets you to, say, MQL faster, things like that?
Well, it's a very good question, and it starts with the intelligence. And so by having better intelligence about your target accounts and your target buyers, you can waste less time on tire kickers or people that are never going to buy for you, so you can focus more on the right accounts and the right buyers.
Right.
Second, you can apply the right content and the right message for those buyers. And then finally, you can take those lessons learned of targeting those buyers and create almost like a journey map, a buyer's map, and then you could repeat that for other campaigns, other geographies, other verticals, other products.
That sounds great. I'm a content person, and it's all about the right content for the right people at the right time.
Yes, exactly.
And so that, in a sense, the more knowledge or data I have lets me predict what that looks like.
It lets you predict what it looks like, and it also helps your sales teams jumpstart the conversation with their potential prospects and customers. Let me give you an example. So historically, marketing has been chartered with generating leads and basically giving names over to marketing.
Right.
Most of those leads are very cold or lukewarm leads that maybe have done a few activities with your company. But now, with technologies like Mintago and predictive marketing, the leads, the opportunities that are transferred to sales teams from marketing are much more targeted. And the sales teams are empowered with much more data about those customers in terms of the DNA, the fit, their intent in the marketplace. Are they in the market looking to buy? And also this behavioral data. So you can do things like lead scoring, segmentation. You can give suggested content to your sales team based on the data, and it leads to a much faster sales cycle.
Right. Well, that's great. Thank you so much for joining me today, John.
Thank you, and thank you to the Oracle Marketing Cloud team.